Alright, Jay, I wanted to do a little video to help you set up OSB to record your instructional stuff for Foundry VTT. So, first thing you got to do is download and install OBS, not OSB, OBS. Okay. Now once it's there, I'm going to open OBS, and there she goes. Left to right, you got scene, source, audio mixer, scene transition, and controls. Alright, so go in the settings section under controls, and it'll probably, when you download, it'll probably pull most of these settings, and you don't need to make any changes, but just in case. So we're going to go to the output section here. You can see recording. We have a recording path. I just leave mine on the default to my desktop videos file, but you can put that wherever you want. You get to pick whatever file size you want here. Same as stream, high quality. I'm going to do indistinguishable. And then my format here is going to be MP4. You can do most of the other ones to upload, but I would pick MP4. MKV is fine if you anyway. Next is the encoder. I have a hardware encoder on this machine. Depending on what your video card is, you might have a hardware encoder or not. But you can run software encoder. Shouldn't be an issue. All right. So you click, oh wait, then you go to video itself just to make sure you got the resolutions set. All right, you got, I got 1920 by 1080 for all my monitors here, so we're good. Just so you understand, and I say, okay. On the second monitor over here, I have a Roll20 tab open. That would be Foundry VTT for you. All right. So. Over here on the left you got scenes, multiple scenes. You can have different input sources on whatever for each scene. You only really need one for the recording, but you can hit the plus and make a second scene, and then while you're clicked on that, you can set up all your sources for that, but we're only going to need one, so I'm going to click the minus to get remove that. We don't need scene 2, but just wanted to show you. All right, sources is what we're going to record. All right, so first, I'm going to hit the plus. I'm going to need an audio input capture for the microphone. Now, this might already be pulled in by default, but I have a bunch of different inputs. So I'm going to do in 1, 2 here, and you can see in this audio meter section, I'm getting input, right? Again, you might already be there, but if not, so also sometimes I've noticed with OBS is that you might pull in different inputs that you don't need and you can't figure out how to get rid of them. You can simply just hit this mute button here, and that, see how we dropped out input, and that input wouldn't be put in the recording. But anyways, that's the one we need for here. All right, that's my mic. Next, I'm going to need an audio output capture, because that is what we're capturing that the machine is pushing out. So in my case, it's the sounds from Roll20. In your case, it'll be the sounds from VTT or whatever your machine's putting out. So again, I'm going to pick my output 1 and 2 Motu Pro audio. Yours will be your machine. I want to hit go. There we go. We pulled it in. Now there's no audio there right now, but if I go over to my Roll20 page and I do 1 of bytes for Chris's Wolves, there we got the dice, and there we have the wolf sound. So you can see you're going to get your audio off of your VTT. All right. We can lock both these. You can see at the end of their string is a little padlock. Lock them both. Now I can't really mess with those. Right? All right. Next we need an image. So I'm going to go plus. I'm going to choose window capture down the bottom here. New one, okay. And then under window you can see select a source. I'm going to use my new beginning Roll20 Chrome tab. Bam. All right. Yours might not populate instantly depending on how your computer is set up. But anyway, you can see under capture method, you want to scroll down and pick window capture, graphics capture, Windows 10, 903 and up. So click there and say OK. Now, if you don't have a Windows 10 version 903 or up, you won't be able to do this. So you probably want to upgrade your computer, make it life a lot easier. Down below that we have capture cursor. We want that checked in client area. We got that checked, and then we say okay. Now that we have the capture cursor, when I go over to my page and click on it, now you can see I can move my mouse and you can see it on the page. So as I'm taking a action, you can see me move my mount. Anyway, I'm clicking back into OBS. I'm going to lock that capture because we don't want to be able to move or mess around with that once it's set. All right, I'm going to add a capture of my camera just because I can, and you might want to do that. So I'm going to open, and I'm going to do video capture device, new, yes, and then I have my cam 313, and I say okay. Now you can see it's lit up around, and I can move it. If I push the square down, I can resize. Now if I hold the Alt key when I do it, now I am cropping. All right, so I can, oh, I like that size, blah blah blah. Take my hand off the Alt key, move it where I want, and I decide, yeah, you know, it'll work good there, no worry. All right, so I've decided that this is good. I'm going to lock that. Now I am ready to go. So I have, this is what I'm looking at here is what I'm going to record, and I can see that my sound levels are good. Trying to monitor during with headphones is a pain in the butt, so just make sure your audio levels look good and you're good to go when you're recording, and then you can check when you're done. All right, so I would hit over on the controls, start recording. I didn't get an error message, and I'm rolling. All right, so now I'm over to my Roll20 page, and I would instruct. I'd say, okay, click on the wolf, and then do 8 bytes, and then click, and the computer's thinking, and there you go, all the dice and the audio came for the 8 attack for Chris's wolves, blah blah blah. And then I could say, all right, go into Grasmvon, go to this character sheet, go to core, scroll down, click a religion check or whatever it might be you're trying to show us, and there you go. So it's pretty much that straightforward. Let me know if you need any more help. There are lots of instructional videos on YouTube, but this is kind of specific to what we're doing. I thought maybe it would help. All right, man. I'm gonna do a separate video to upload to YouTube in case you haven't done that. But that way you can upload to the Old Dudes D&D and put the video there, share the link, and it'll host, and you don't have to sweat nothing. All right, man. Talk to you later.